Action step number 2. Removing programs that start running when your PC starts takes 5 minutes once every 2 weeks. Removing programs from the start menus will give you a quicker start time and frees up memory and services and reduces startup problems. Let me explain the reason why you would want to stop these programs, software and apps from starting when your PC starts is because they slow down your PC's start time and can cause startup problems. They also use up valuable memory, resources and services. So disabling these programs from starting when your PC starts is critical for a smooth running system, and it also means you have less time to wait for your PC to start. The more software you install on your computer, the longer it may seem to take to start your PC. Many programs add to the list of programs started when you boot your computer, and that list can get very large. For some programs, it's smart to have them start with Windows, such as your antivirus software. However, for most software programs, starting them at boot up just wastes resources and extends startup time. So Windows has a tool called msconfig, Microsoft Configuration Utility, that allows you to quickly and easily see what's running at startup and disable the programs that you do not need at startup. This tool is available and can be used to disable startup programs in Windows 7, Vista and XP. msconfig can be used to configure several things other than just startup programs, so be careful what you do with it. So just follow the steps in this video and you will be fine. So let's get cracking on this action step number 2. So what programs are we talking about here? If you come down here to the right of your desktop, down at the bottom here by the time, you'll see this little arrow here, show hidden icons. So click on that. These are all programs that start when your computer starts, and none of them are required with the exception of your antivirus program, which you have to have running when your computer starts up so that it can check your boot logs for viruses and malware. It's important to have it running. So how do we prevent all these other programs from starting? So what we do is we can go over here to start, click on the search button, search bar there, and type in msconfig, and at the top here you'll see msconfig.exe. Click on that guy and your user account will prompt you, do you want to allow the following program to make changes to this computer? Click yes, and then Systems Configuration Utility will open. Now if you go over here to the Startup tab, which is the fourth one across there, click on it and you'll see all the programs that start when your computer starts. And none of these programs need to be running when your computer starts. You can always start them up after your computer has started if you need them. But generally you don't need any of these programs running when your computer is starting. So you need to disable them. And there's the one exception which I was telling you about, which is your antivirus program. And in this computer it is Microsoft Security Client, and it's Microsoft Security Essentials is the name of the program, but it comes in under Microsoft Security Client in the startup menu here. Okay, so any of these other programs you do not need to be running when they don't need to be running when your computer starts up. So what we want to do is stop these programs from starting when your computer starts up, so it gives you a faster time for boot up. And also it prevents problems that these programs can cause. You know, if there was a problem with one of these starting, it could stop your computer from starting altogether. So it's important that none of these programs are running at startup. And as I said, you can always start them after your computer starts. So what we need to do is disable them all with this button here. So click on disable and you'll see all these little ticks here disappear. So we're going to click disable all, and you see how they all disappeared. And now you go back and click on your antivirus program, whichever one it is that's on your computer. This one that I'm using here is Microsoft Security Essentials, and it is free, and it's from Microsoft, the guys that make Windows operating systems, and it is pretty good at keeping viruses and mild malware out of your system. So once you have this guy ticked, your antivirus program, which you need because your boot logs have to be checked for viruses and malware as well. So once you have that guy ticked, click on apply and then click OK. And your computer will prompt you to restart your computer, and you just go ahead and click restart your computer now. Make sure that all other programs on your computer are closed before you open Systems Configuration Utility, so that it won't affect any of them when it goes to shut down your computer, because it shuts down your computer and starts up again, and then all the programs that were starting when your computer was starting will have been disabled, and they won't be starting when your computer starts. So I'll be back once the computer restarts. Now our computer is just after restarting there, and you'd usually see a little box here stating whether you wanted Microsoft Configuration Utility to start running once your computer restarts, and you'd tick a box and click OK. But sometimes in Windows 7 it doesn't show up. It depends on which operating system of Windows 7 you have, so that's why it's not showing up here. So just to show you that all the programs have been disabled, you can see here when you click on show hidden icons, the only one that's showing up is your PC status protection, which is your Microsoft Security Essentials, this guy here. Okay, so that's it. That's how you stop programs from starting when your computer starts. And sometimes associated with programs that start when your computer starts, there'll be little pop-up windows telling you that a program has started and all that kind of stuff. So all those things will be gone, and your computer will start faster also. And you have the added advantage of none of those programs causing you any problems when your computer is starting. Okay, so thanks for watching.